let's get real honest here. That is the intention with living this life to the fullest that we can. It's about being honest with yourself. Quit gaslighting yourself. This is something that we've learned and been exposed to and traumatized to our whole life. Connect with that little part that you have and be honest without any defenses, without any justifications, and just be honest. It's okay to not like this place. It's okay to think and feel that this place is in complete opposition to everything right and just, and your moral compass is just spinning in circles constantly, day in and day out, because you're in a inhospitable environment. But if you're not honest with yourself, you will allow this place, people around you, and even yourself to constantly gaslight you, to make you feel that you're negative, to make you think that you're nihilistic and pessimistic. All of these labels that are just semantics. What is true for you? How do you honestly feel? Is it negative to be against evil? Is it nihilistic to not want to participate in slavery and bondage and murder and death and torture? Wow, these words seem extreme. If you're honest with yourself, I'm being honest with myself. These words aren't extreme. It is just normal, everyday life. It's okay to not want to be here anymore. It's okay to not want to participate in a sick world, in a sick society. It's okay to feel like you're abandoned in a prison planet with a God that's supposed to love you and guide you, that has only manipulated you narcissistically, psychopathically into groveling on your knees, asking and begging for scraps. It's totally okay. There's nothing wrong with that. There is nothing wrong with how you feel. Don't let anyone gaslight you. Don't let anyone try to manipulate you into thinking and feeling that any of this is okay or justifiable in any way whatsoever. If someone feels the opposite to this, let them feel that. Let them think and behave exactly how they want to think and behave. You should only be worried about you, your perception, your honesty to yourself, and the surrounding prison that you're in. When you constantly look outside and try to defend yourself against people who have no true understanding of where they are, you're losing power and energy. Why do you have to defend yourself at all? You don't have to defend yourself if you're being honest with yourself. Honesty and integrity with who you actually are, what you actually think, and what you actually feel. And nothing and no one can take that away from you. But to get to how you actually feel and think, you have to be extremely honest and unbiased about your situation, what's going on, and all of that. Because you can easily lie to yourself, you can easily gaslight yourself, you can easily fall into blaming yourself for how this world is, for how this world works, for you just not doing or being enough to fit the mold this place wanted for you. If you don't want to be here anymore, that's perfectly okay. There is nothing wrong or immoral about that. You're being honest. Most people don't want to be in the situation they're in. If they had the free choice and free will to be doing something different, they would be. The only difference is they're only thinking on the human perception level. We have reached a point that surpasses the human perception, and we see anything about this life is just a hamster wheel of continual Groundhog Day after false appeasements, after unfulfilling desires that just lead you going in circles and circles. We don't have to be here anymore if we don't want to be here anymore. Who gives anyone the right to dictate that you have to be somewhere that you don't want to be anymore? You have to suffer through for the rest of your life and see this thing out. Now, I'm not talking about self-exit. I'm just talking about in general. In general, it's okay to not want to be somewhere that you don't want to be anymore. It's okay to find out that where you've gone is a den of vipers and snakes, full of slavery and torture and rape. And you've just woken up like, whoa, I don't want to participate with this anymore. I want to get the hell out of here. That's wrong. That's unethical. That's immoral. You have to stay here because there's something greater at work that you don't understand and you'll never know. But to think that you can just leave, that is just despicable. Do you actually hear yourselves? Do you actually hear yourself? I'm not promoting anything other than you being honest with yourself. You saying, yeah, what is wrong with not wanting to be somewhere you don't want to be anymore, especially if everything about it is in total opposition to your morals and ethics and anything good and righteous. No one else can tell you that but yourself. If you're looking to other people to say, no, actually, everything here is totally normal and justifiable and moral and ethical, you're wasting your time because it's not coming from you. It must come from within you. If you decide something is unethical and immoral and you don't want to participate anymore, there's nothing wrong with that. Oh man, it's just when you realize how much gaslighting and deception, self-deception that this place has put upon you and in everything around you, it's like Agent Smith's everywhere you go. You're always looking for outside validations to say, hey, is this what I'm thinking and feeling? Is this okay? Is this right? Who cares what's right for someone else? It only matters what's right for you. And if something doesn't feel right to you, if something is wrong to its core, to the deepest level, and you have decided that, there's nothing negative or nihilistic or pessimistic or all these other labels that people want to throw around to make you feel like something's wrong with you. We just need to get you back into society. We need to get you something fulfilling so that you can take your mind off of all this silly negative thinking. Just these semantics that we play with trying to use the right words for things or labeling something this or that, it's all bunk compared to you being honest with yourself. Who cares what other people think? What do you think? It's not justified to keep a spiritual being locked in a cage when they no longer want to be here anymore. When you've reached this point and you no longer want to be here anymore, and you know there's more than just this bullshit, this monotonous, suffering bullshit, day in and day out, and day in and day out, all it's doing is conditioning you to accept it, to lie down and say, well, I just gotta make the best of it, which is true. You just gotta make the best of it. But I'm talking about the root problem here. If you're a spiritual being and you're here in this place and you believe in God or like higher entities and you're here to learn lessons and all this other bullshit that you want to believe, why can't you leave when you say enough is enough? I don't want to do this shit anymore. Why is there nothing coming in the sky saying, okay, we're going to respect his free will. He wants to leave. This isn't all there is. I honor his feelings. I honor his choice to decide for himself what he wants to experience and how he wants to experience. If he wants to leave this place, there's nothing wrong with that. Let him leave. But those are just the things that you tell yourself in order to justify this place being something good, right? Oh, you can't leave. You signed a contract. This is a school. You gotta learn your lesson. It's like, but what about what you want to do? Well, you wanted to do this to begin with. You just forgot. Well, I'm me now. Whoever the fuck I was before this has no say other than who I am now. That's like drugging somebody. Oh yeah, I want to do this. I want to go down and I want you to beat the shit out of me because I think it sounds fun. Okay, we're going to drug you up so you don't remember it. Okay, sure, whatever. And they drug him up. They don't remember them agreeing to it. And now he's getting the shit beat out of him. And he's saying, oh, no, get me the fuck out of here. Like, what are you doing? Stop abusing and tormenting me. And they're like, oh, just kicking the shit out of you. You're throwing up. You're spitting out blood. Your teeth are knocked out. You can't even stand up. You're on the ground and they're still kicking the shit out of you. And they're saying, oh, you agreed to this, motherfucker. You agreed. You're like, I don't remember any of that. Can you fucking get off of me? I can't breathe. I can't even move. And they're just laughing, kicking the shit out of you. Oh, you agreed to this. You got to follow it through until we kill you. Do you actually believe this madness? You actually think that's something righteous or holy to put something through that they no longer want to go through it? And how do you get to that point? You gotta be honest without justifying anything and saying, hey, you know what would I do in this situation? Would I forcefully make a sovereign, conscious, living being a whole lifetime of suffering that they no longer want to experience just because they said they wanted to experience it? And now they're experiencing it and they no longer want to experience it. So what's the moral right thing to do is to say, okay, I respect your decision. You no longer want to experience this life of evil in every way imaginable, with you running around in circles, getting nowhere, besides following little breadcrumb trails and you piecing back little bits of who you were before and deprogramming from all the atrocious fucking evil that you've been trauma-based, mind-controlled into believing and acting and feeling. Hey, you know what? Let's let him go. He's done. He said he's had enough. If these other people want to stay here, hey, that's fine, but this guy's done. You see that, just the madness of that, the madness of believing something is good that's keeping you here, or that you have to work to attain something higher in order to get out of here. I mean, when you're just honest with yourself, without any justifications, without any religious bullshit programming, without any cultural programming, without any historical programming, without anything other than just you deprogramming the fear, you deprogramming the cognitive dissonance, and you just being like, how do I really feel about this? What do I really think about this? I see. So there is nothing wrong with me. There's nothing wrong with how I feel about this. There's nothing wrong about my thought process about this. Because if I'm being forced to do something against my will every moment of every day of this pathetic existence, don't I find that appalling? Don't I find that just fucking insane? Don't I find that? Am I not angry about that? Why do I have to do anything I don't want to do? Why do I have to be forced and coerced every day of my life to live in an unbearable existence? Well, I think existence is just fine. I love life. Great. I'm not talking to you. This has nothing to do with you. I'm talking about me. Well, you're being selfish. Do you not get what I'm saying here? If you're done, you're done. If you want to experience something else, why the hell can't you experience something else? I see. It's because you're imprisoned in a world that you can't escape or get out of. That makes sense. Why does anyone care if someone has these viewpoints about life and they're like, it's a lucky ladybug? You see, because I'm not nihilistic, I'm not pessimistic, I'm not a depressed, negative person. I just see life for what it is. And hey, I want to be done with it. Not, quote, life itself. This is death. This isn't life. With this existence here. You see what I'm saying? Do you see what I'm saying? I don't want to end life because, first of all, this isn't life. I want to actually live for the first time in this pathetic existence in this realm. I've known from a young age that I don't want to be here, that this is just fucking boring. And if it's not boring, it's torturous. And if it's not torturous, it's boring. There's nothing wrong with thinking that or feeling that. It's honest. If someone else feels differently, okay, I'm sure, go for it. Feel what you want, experience what you want. But why do you have to control me? Why do you have to try to justify to me that what I'm thinking and feeling is wrong? And I can't think and feel that way. I have to be forced into an existence that I don't want to have. You just gotta be grateful, man. I can be grateful for the things that I have while also realizing that I don't want to experience a fallen world, a simulated hellscape. I can still be a good person. I can still be moral and ethical to the best of my ability. But in this place, the best of your ability is always far, far below the line of your greatest possible potential, because everything here is inverted and evil. Okay? So, being honest, I want a door to appear right here. I don't want any abuse. I don't want any trauma. I don't want anyone to be sad or miserable. I want to say to my the ones that I love, hey, this existence is totally in opposition to everything that I am, basically. And I've broken out of the trance, the hypnotic state that this place puts you in, and I no longer want to be here. No, don't worry, I'm not going to die. I'm not going to get hurt. I'm just walking through that door. It's like moving across the country. It's like, if you want to come with me, you can. But I'm not going to force you. But you see, you can't do that, can you? And people who want to say, oh, you're promoting self-exit by talking about this. No, I'm not. I'm being honest. I'm not talking about self-exit. I'm talking about actually, if this place was good, if this place wasn't a prison, I'm not talking to people who don't believe in spirit. I'm talking to people who know spirit is real and exists. You can go whenever you want. You can do whatever you want. I'm not talking about doing evil deeds. I'm talking about if you're in a place you no longer want to be anymore. There's nothing wrong with leaving it. What is so hard to understand about this? And I'm trying to show you that there is no way to leave. Do you see what I'm saying? And that's okay. It's okay to want to leave but have no option. That's how I feel. I'm sure a lot of people feel that way. Even more people than you know. There's the buzzards just waiting for me to drop dead. I think it's a gruesome thing, despicable thing to not have any way out of this. It's evil. Consent. Yeah, that's something else. I don't want to consent to this anymore. I don't consent. I don't consent to any of this anymore. Oh, of course, none of that's respected. I don't consent to be in an evil world. I don't consent to being gaslit into thinking that makes me negative or crazy or delusional or nihilistic or pessimistic and all this shit, man. I'm sure someone's going to say, oh, you know, those words mean something. Can we move on, please? I'm talking about the heart here. You can get lost in semantics and words all you want. I'm talking about what's real, what's coming from me that's real and true. That words can never encapsulate. That these terms and labels can never fully express. That's what I'm talking about. And I can't put it into words that is fully understand, that you can fully understand. That's the problem with words. But listen with your heart to heart. Feel what I'm saying. If you feel what I'm saying, you can hear the message in what I'm saying, then you can get the message I'm trying to express. Not a one-size-fits-all label that is conveniently placed before you. And, oh, look, this is what you mean. No, I mean what I'm saying directly from me. Anyways. There's a bunch of shit on this sidewalk. Well, this trail. Like I said, I'm not a negative person at heart. I'm a really joyful, optimistic, loving, want to have fun and have joy kind of guy. But I can still be that way, that the best that I can, while not gaslighting myself about the true nature of this reality. And like I said, if you feel like this place is wonderful and beautiful, like I said, okay, that's feel however you want, but don't come and try to gaslight me into trying to feel or think a different way that I don't. Do you see that? Do you see that? And trying to hold me in a world, in a realm, in a prison that I no longer want to be in. I've grown past. There is nothing for me here to learn or progress through. I'm done. I'm just done. There's nothing wrong with that. You reach this level and you're just done with it. Like, you see it for what it is and you say, I'm just done. Can we move the fuck on? There's nothing wrong with that, okay? And don't let people gaslight you into thinking there's something wrong with that. You gotta be there for yourself. You're the only voice of reason and compassion truly in your life that can be there and go through this with yourself. Don't look for other people to validate you and to say, hey, this place sucks, right? Am I right? No. Because they're going to give you the pre-scripted, programmable human meat monkey responses to everything. Or the neatly packaged, oh yes, life is suffering, but we're working to spiritually evolve through it. You know, it's all the rink-a-dink bullshit they want to say to you. How do you actually feel though? What do you actually think? Do you think that's justifiable or reasonable? Of course not. So why are you letting these religions or gurus or people in authority try to gaslight you? That's my message. Be true to yourself. Be honest with yourself. And find out there's nothing wrong with how you feel. It's just a sane reaction to an insane world.